Pleasant good evening and welcome inside Cranston High School West Stadium, and it is another edition of Rhode Island High School boys soccer action as the Cranston West Falcons take on Hope Blue Wave. Matt Jollison in the broadcast booth with you. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening. Second straight day of soccer action here from West. Girls team in action last night against the Smithfield Sentinels. That game ended up a 1-1 draw. What will the boys be able to do today? As the two teams discuss final strategies prior to this 40-minute first half. Two 40-minute halves in high school soccer. Cranston West in the all red, Hope in the all white. And Hope wanted one last huddle about things. And Hope was waiting to get one more player onto the field, and now we're underway here in the first half. It was 6 of Jack Mefford. And moved along Zibodavijo. Far side and out of play, Tyler Gasaldi. Kicked away. Comes all the way back to midfield. Casey Gooch. Gooch wearing that bright yellow captain's armband. He's senior defender on this west side. Far side touchline, Camila Ramirez. Gooch. Far side. And kicked away out of play for a Falcons corner. Bounced a little bit past Casaldi. Curls inside, headed away. Handball will be called, and Frias will set this one up. Opportunity here for Jonathan Frias. Frias sends it high and wide. Long ball sent back into the middle of the pitch, turned by the Falcons. Gasaldi taken down. Settled. And offside called against West as it ping-ponged around in the lower third. So clearance ball attempt for Hope. Carried by Gasaldi. Inocencio. And will be Hope ball outside for a throw-in. Baltimore. Chased all the way back by Frias, out of play and off of Hope. Good shield play from Frias creates the first 6 of the evening for the Falcons, and it's Aiden Clark, the freshman. We'll tap that one across to Gooch, and they'll start a progressive play from the backfield. Mefford looking for a through ball. Obgio. Clark. Gooch. Ball outside, and a throw in for the Falcons, deep in their own offensive zone, trying to get around it. Set back for Frias. Frias looking for a slot pass, could not complete. Comes all the way back to Gooch. Gooch gets that one on the outside. Touchline ball there for Ramirez. Camilo Ramirez, and he tried to go for Gasaldi, a little past him. Great a throw in for Hope. Back for Frias as he steals that one away. For the 22 of Jacob Amaral. Mefford. Gasaldi offside. 33 and change left to go here in what is probably the most bright sky that we've seen in about 3 days here in the Ocean State. Joe. Parker and Asensio. Scooped up. Rolls all the way back and kicked by Clark. Through ball looking for Smith. Back for Baltimore. Mefford had it go briefly off of him. Gio. And will come all the way back. Clark out of position. And that one will fly in for a goal. So Hope, after Aiden Clark out of position, a 1-0 lead here against Cranston West. All the way to the line, out of play. And a 6. Shy of 9 minutes gone by in this game, and a shock scoreline to start. Clark almost had another one that hit up oddly on his hands. For the 10 of Frias, Jonathan Frias works that one forward, looking for an Asensio into the corner, out of play, and did not get touched by a Hope player, so another 6. Mafford. Out of play. Hope throws that one across. Back into the midfield. Obgio. Shot across, just misses the edge of the post. Midfield. Off of the 30 of Ramirez. Controlled by Frias, out of play. Gooch. Switch for Smith. Baltimore. Brought it back. Clark for Baltimore. Far side touchline and moved craftfully through. And Clark has to come out to drop down on that one. Salty, Frias. And Ramirez. And Asensio. Frias once again here at the center. He'll try to switch in midfield for Mefford. Mefford taps that one back to the outside. Long distance shot. And it's up over top of the crossbar. Good try there from Gio. Brought down by West, controlled by Ramirez. Curl inside, blocked by Gooch. Still sitting in a high shot up over top of the net. Now to play for a 6, and Cranston West has been stuck on their back heels. In Clark. Frias. Josh Smith. Hope with 11 players on the field right now, 3 on the bench. 14 the entire roster of this team. West, on the other hand, has about 14 players on the bench. Will fatigue become a factor as this game goes on? Mefford. Josh Smith. Far side of Gio. Casaldi. Spins out a play off of Hope. West throw. Frias. Carries through, drops that one up for an Asensio, and Asensio looking for a turn, take it away. Sent all the way back to midfield. Baltimore now at midfield. And a whistle called on the Falcons. And a Hope free kick. Knocked down was the number 4 for Hope, and a foul called and a free kick. Approaching midway gone by here in this first half. A error in the backfield from Cranston West gives us the 1-0 scoreline for Hope. Frias. Mafford right into the hands of the Hope keeper. Hope has one player up at mid right now. Second player taking a trot. We'll see substitutions for the Hope Blue Wave here in short order. Mafford carries through. Mafford curls one, save made. Through mid. Frias once again here for the Falcons. Get that one across for Gasaldi. Gasaldi on the outside. Got a deflection. That's going to go for a corner. Second corner of the match for the Falcons. Still a loose ball, deflected out and spun around. It's kicked away. Out of play and a Hope throw. And substitutions. Long distance. Obgio. Frias turns that one. 20-minute mark halfway gone by here in this first half. Still a 1-0 scoreline for Hope. As that one will go down and out of play. We're going to get a corner. Check that. We're going to get a 6. And Falcons will get substitutions. Knocked back into midfield, tried to be shepherded to the outside. 15 of Gabriel Fiardo. Off of Hope, Falcons throw. Fiardo. Mafford stepped up on that one. Back heel flick, Sammy Naifa looking on the opposite side for Fiardo. All the way back for Gooch. Corralled by Gooch, and then sent into the final third for Hope. Out of play. Falcons wanted it. Hope wanted it. Hope's going to get it. It came off of the foot of a Falcons defender. Bayardo. Can't get the overlap. Ramirez at the touchline, out of play. And another Hope throw. Cross kick. And out of play. Right along the touchline from Sammy Naipa. Cleared by Hope all the way back to Gooch along the back line. Gooch tried to kick up over top. It hits off of a Hope player, and the benefit to the Falcons is going to be offside. Frias. For the two of Chris Melise. Frias. And the 30 of Camilo Ramirez knocked down as he was going out of bounds off of Hope, and a Falcons throw as they try to go slot across to Melise, intercepted by Hope. Seven moves that one through. Naifa. Melise wants the overlap, calls the overlap. Sammy Naifa along the touchline, knocked out of play. Falcons ball. Naifa. Melise. Oh, Chris Melise absolutely knocked down from the shoulder area while trying to take a shot. And no call from the officials. In the act of shooting was Chris Melise. Naifa looking for a turn off of Mefford. And out of play. Substitutions. Or no substitution, actually. West throw-in, but they just wanted the ball back at midfield. Chris Melise. Melise knocked again. And they're going to call it Hope ball. Another substitution for Hope. They shepherded from Amaral back for Clark. Frias. Jonathan Frias trying to move through. Has that one taken away from him. Bounces off a hope player for Naipa. Chris Melise on the outside. Melise tripped and still no call from the officials. Third time Chris Melise has gone down. Offside, it will get called this time, and maybe that was a makeup for the trip on Melise. Mafford, Frias. Nowhere for Frias to go. Looking for Fajardo on the opposite side. Naifa, Frias. Obgio. Ramirez behind the net. This one will go all the way back into the backfield for the 22 of Emerald. Emerald will tap that one across for Clark. There you go. Melise. Inside, and an opportunity if it could have stayed on the boot of Mefford. Melise. Chris Melise trying to kick through, nothing there. Will be chased all the way back by Casey Gooch out of play. Falcons throw. Whistle. Gooch. Out of play. Pushed out of play by a Hope player, and another Falcons throw as we approach 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Still that 1-0 score line in favor of Hope. The one goal scored on an errant play in the back third from Cranston West. Chased back by Amaral. And certainly a lot to be discussed at the half for the Falcons. That one's going to come over top. So I've been chasing it all alone. Ball deflected there off of a Biggio. Attempt from Tenefrias. Switch field play. Far side touchline, Frias. Looks in the middle, Mefford. Tapped back to Mefford. Spins that one off for Melise. Turning ball and wide. We'll get another substitution here for the Falcons. Tries Cole Harris. Frias. For Melise. Chris Melise tries to slot that one in. Nowhere to go for him. Comes back for Baltimore. In the middle once again. All the way back. Bounces over top of the foot of Amaral. Will come back for Clark. 7 and change left to go here in the first. Melise, Knifa. And now finally a foul called on Hope. And puts a free kick opportunity for Baltimore. Kicked away. Pass Gooch. All the way back to Clark. Clark will tap that one across. Clark and Amaral chase it back. Six and change left to go here in the first half. And an offside called. Hope thought they had their second goal of the match. It's going to end up being offside. And we'll stay 1-0. Substitutions for Hope. To the corner. Melise, and they call out on the byline on Chris Melise. Over top, Casey Gooch trying to push along the back line. Gooch with a little hip check there. And Hope a little frustrated that that didn't get called. Gooch giving a little back for the hip check against Chris Melise. High ball sent. We brought down. Final 3 and change left to go here. Objo. Frias from the 18. Has the ball knocked away. Picked back up by Fajardo and knocked away by Hope. Back to Clark. Out of play. Show. About a minute and a half left to go here in the first half. This one will be sent all the way back to midfield. '29's Cole Harris knocked that one away up for Frias. Frias here in the last minute of play. And a check on the 8 of Obijo, and they're going to call that one. So last opportunity of the half here for the Cranston West Falcons. Final 20 seconds now. And out of play. We'll get halftime called. And no, one more substitution, and then we're going to get a throw in and then halftime called. Ball's literally going to drop, and we should get a whistle. We do, but it's not a whistle to end the half. Now we get the whistle, and that will end the half. 1-0 Hope on a goal early in the first half. Falcons with work to do in the second half. You're watching high school boys soccer on Fans Only Sports Network. half number 2. 1-0 Hope over the Cranston High School West Falcons. As we get set for the second half of action, and it was an early goal on an errant back pass. May have caught freshman keeper Aiden Clark a little out of sorts, and we're underway here in half number 2. Falcons in the all-red, Hope in the all-white. And it'll be Falcons working left to right on your broadcast screen. Throwing for Chris Melise. Melise tried to thread that one across Rebijo, and that one will be sent all the way back past Frias for the 20 of Baltimore. And Baltimore could not corral that one before it went off of his boot and out of bounds. Melise. The 29 of Cole Harris. All the way back to Clark. Ramirez. Frias. Cole Harris. Ramirez. They tried to turn that one, and then it got left as it was set by Chris Melise. Frias now with it as he switches far side. Temperature has definitely gone down as the sun has set as well. Not really warm here in Cranston today, and 55 is the current showing temperature as we play here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Off of the 6 of Mefford, came back for Frias. Frias long strike, and may have gotten the spikes of his boot on top of that one that just sputtered along the ground and out of play. Knifa. Ken semi-knife as he tried to get for that one. Knocked away. Frias on the outside. Comes back through the middle. Drops that one out. Poor knife on the edge. Came back through. Center play for the 8 of Abijo. Ramirez. Cole Harris. And flicked up into the night sky from Mefford. And out of play. Throw in for Ramirez to Chris Melise. We'll just take that one a couple inches further down and another throw in. Kicked away from the Hope keeper. Gooch. Melise Gooch calling for the overlap. And it'll go out of play. Long ball for Melise along the byline. Melise sends one across. Great shot from Chris Melise. And caught right at the corner by the Hope keeper. Tapped across. And out of play. Falcons throw will be to Ramirez. And knocked away once again. Ramirez for Frias. Way on the far side for Valdemar. Knocked away from him. And diving for it and keeping it inside the touchline somehow. That was a good clearance in the back line, and Gooch has shifted over into center back now. I believe that might possibly be the 22 of Jacob Amaral, who was the player that had that clearance ball. Back for Clark. Gooch. Cole Harris for Amaral, and they work this one up the far side touchline. Out of play. Near side for Chris Melise. Back for Clark. Switch play for Gooch. A slide from Ramirez kicks that one into midfield. 8 is Steven Obijo. And out of play. Run from Ramirez for Frias. Frias tries to go switch side. Baltimore gets overlapped and will be kicked all the way back, and corner called. So out on the Falcons brings us up a Hope corner. Clearance ball from Hope for Chris Melise. Melise overlap, looking there for Mefford, could not get it to him. Harris. Frias. And a 50-50 ball that comes the way of Hope. This one will get tracked all the way back. Aiden Clark on an adventure once again. It's the almost identical to the play that produced the first goal of the game that was Hope's score. That's where we sit with 1-0 here, 30 left to go. Setup opportunity here for Hope. Cleared away. Good opportunity. If the Falcons can move this one forward, they'll have numbers. And a good ball from Melise. Just not enough to get it onto the foot of Mefford. Ramirez. Obgio. Frias. Frias sends that one all the way crossbar side. Baldemar tries to move that one up touchline. Pressure from Hope right along that line. Gio. Maybe looking for Frias and a missed connection there. So come all the way back. Clark all the way up at midfield sends that one. And out of play off of Hope will be called for a west corner, a rare west corner in this game. Again, an interesting spot. Aiden Clark all the way up, almost towards midfield. It's about 10 yards from the bottom of the circles. That one came right across, off the crossbar from Naifa. So another 6 for Hope. This one will carry all the way through. Frias! Yes! Honors even 1-0 from Jonathan Frias. And now we have a Hope player down on the field after the play. We'll take a quick commercial break. You're watching Rhode Island High School Boys Soccer on Fans Only Sports Network. Back here at Cranston High School West, Jonathan Frias has pulled us honors even at 1. 26 and change left to go here in regulation as Hope had a player go down with injury right after the goal was scored. That player has been taken off of the field, and now we're back underway. Hope already playing with a small bench, just about 3 substitutions. And if they lose a player, that'll make that bench even shorter. Still a long time left to go here in this game. Mafford. Long ball for Chris Melise. Is that onside? It is. Melise. No, the arm goes up from the referee late. Chris Melise was way home. Casey Gooch is going to go up and have a chat with the referee. Chris Melise was way, way home. And the offside was called. Oh, boy. That ball was clearly, the ball itself was in front of where Melise was. It's not as if the ball came to him. Melise knocked hard. Ball out of play. And a Falcons. Oh, they're going to call Hope throw. Mafford. And off of Gooch. Good defensive play from Gooch. They're going to call the push. So that'll give the ball to Hope and a free kick from about 20 out. Maybe a little bit further. They're going to spot this. Let's see where they spot this one. Wants it back. They're going to be from about 25 out. West setting the wall. Right into the wall. Steven Avijo got most of that. Cleared out a play. Throw in for Hope, trying to go for a little bit of a roundhouse kick there. Not exactly a full bicycle. A good stop from Jacob Emerald to get in the way of that one defensively. And Hope ball is Sammy Naifa and a Hope player having a little bit of chirping with each other. And a timeout called. And they're going to give a card to Sammy Naifa. A yellow card has been issued. So a yellow card to Sammy Naifa. West coach all the way at the center line having a chat with the referee. And this is going to turn into a deeper discussion. And now more fisticuffs going on in between West and Hope players, and they're going to pull players together. .22 and change left to go here. Kicked out of play, Falcons ball. Ramirez. Mefford. Offside called again. Awkwardly called as Parker Inocencio had the ball on his chest. Nick Ayala. That one taken away from him. Comes all the way back. Ramirez. Long crossing ball. Far side for the 5 of Jack Stewart. Touchline. And down the touchline. I'll bring it back across the middle for Mefford. Mefford looks, slots one. Tried to come back. Mefford stepped over top of it. Good return thought. From Arijo inside. Collar score! Parker Inocencio hits one home. It's 2-1 Falcons. Two, 1 Falcons. 21 left to play here in regulation, in a game in which the Falcons chased most of the first half. It's turned in to 2 unanswered goals for the Falcons here in the second half. Jonathan Frias, Parker Inocencio, and the Falcons now up 2-1. Chris Melise. On the side of the 6 from Stewart. And will be knocked to the goal line. Halfway gone by here in the second half. As that one will go out of play for a Hope throw-in. Jonathan Frias followed by Parker Inocencio in a 2-1 scoreline for the Falcons. Blocked by Hope right at the touchline. Gooch. Stewart. And out of play will be a Hope throw. Aiden Clark will boot this one all the way through midfield. From behind, a bump on an Inocencio will get called, and a free kick for the Falcons. Jack Mefford will take the free kick. Mefford into the mixer. Comes down. Curler off the post. And cleared out into the center of the pitch. Gooch will chase this one back and shield it for Clark. Aiden Clark will scoop for Casey Gooch. Mefford. Switchfield play. From the far sideline, and Asensio, and that one right towards the post. And the Hope keeper right there. Corralled by Clark. Mefford. Bijo. Turn from Asensio. Second attempt from him. Goes into the knees of the Hope keeper and clear it away. 17 left to play here in regulation. Falcons have gotten 2 goals here in the second half of this game. One from Jonathan Frias, one from Parker and Asensio, to bring this to a 2-1 scoreline after they trailed 1-0 most of the game. Hope makes a substitution. Bijo out of play. Stolen away by Mefford. Looking for Melise. Out of play. Ramirez. Gooch. Clark. Amaral. Mefford. Mefford changes his own direction, sends that one far side. Baltimore had it for about 2/3 of the field and then kicked offside, called against Hope. Baltimore. Bijo. Knocked out of play off of Hope. Will give the Falcons the ball. Ramirez, and substitutions for the Falcons. 4 of them, in fact. As Ramirez will get set to throw. Kicked all the way to the far side, offside. Another call handball against Hope. And the Hope player trying to claim it hit my elbow. The referee is not going to take the claim. And it'll be a Falcons free kick. Clark to Ramirez. Ramirez. For the 13 of Gasaldi. Tyler Gasaldi out of that pop off of a Hope player. Sent back in Ramirez off of another Hope player, Gasaldi. And too much pushing and shoving between Sammy Naipa and one of the Hope players for the Liking. And it's going to be Hope ball, West ball, drop. They're going to call a drop. Naipa will just send it to Hope's keeper. Frias. Smith. Call for help comes from Ramirez. Frias. Naipa. Oh, heel flick from Naipa. Far side switch play. Gasaldi has that taken one from him. Still trying to body it. Goes over top of Ramirez. Frias and Gasaldi out to the touchline. That one out of play. Falcons ball. Quick throw from Ramirez for Gasaldi. Gasaldi will try to work that one down the line. And getting pushed out of play. May have been the may have been the 6 actually of Jack Mefford. Gonna get my 2 Jacks confused for a second, and they're gonna call it a 6 for Hope. And it was the 6 of Jack Mefford. Gasaldi. Naipa. Ramirez. And gets it right before the touchline, sends it back for Clark. Cross for Gasaldi, looking for Gasaldi, does not get all the way to him. Mefford now gets this one for Gasaldi. Gasaldi has space up the line, sends it past Naipa, and it will be scooped up by the Hope keeper. Ten minutes remaining here in regulation. Falcons trailed a majority of this game. 2 goals here in the second half. Jonathan Frias, Parker, and Asensio, and the Falcons lead 2-1. Corner. They call the deflection. So Falcons corner here. 9.5 to go. And a chance, if they can set this right, can they get a third? A brace would certainly give them a comfortable feeling. That one from Naipa right back into the midst of the keeper, but good thought, good play from the Falcons. Amaral. Far side. Gasaldi kept it in, and it'll go out of play. And a Hope 6. Good kick. Out of play right at the Hope bench. Falcons throw. Bounded about along the touchline. Amaral trying to take this one away defensively. Josh Smith in the midfield, and then this one comes all the way back. Baltimore chases it all the way back and out of play. Mafford for the 12 of Smith. Long ball onside. And an opportunity there for Gasaldi. Kicked away by Hope. This is going to be a deep throw in for West. The clock ticks towards 7. Mafford sends that one kicked away. Sent all the way back. Baltimore headed that one forward. Midfield play, Stewart, an opportunity there. Frias. Mafford. Ramirez. Frias turns, and that one will be scooped up. Josh Smith. And defensively taken away by the 5 of Jack Stewart. Frias. Cross for Ramirez. Ramirez slides across, and Ramirez is down. Waiting for a whistle from the referees. We'll finally get it. They'll stop the clock. And Camilo Ramirez is down on the turf. I'll take the break as they attend to Camilo Ramirez. 2-1 Falcons. and change left to play here at 2-1 after the injury to Ramirez. So Camilo Ramirez helped off of the field. And Ramirez is in a lot of discomfort on the far side of the field. Josh Smith. Long for Sammy Knife, and out of play will be a 6 for Hope. Off of the head of Frias. Sent all the way back past Amaral. Clark will clear this one all the way up. Gasaldi from the opposite side. Ran off of Gasaldi's back. Came for Naifa. Vito. Smith. 3 of Adam Morello past him. Out of play, it'll be a Falcons throw. Morello. Deflected off the backside of a Hope player. Push from behind. And they actually called that one on the Falcons. And they hope free kick. Josh Smith from distance. Hit the stanchion on the backside retaining wall net. Out of play. And a substitution. Two and change left to go here. Can the Falcons hold on? After trailing at halftime 1-0. Goals in the second half from Jonathan Frias and Parker and Asensio have the Falcons up 2-1. And is it going to be enough? That is a long ball onside. Opportunity to chip one through. Sammy Naifa playing around with it a little too much, and it runs away. Out of play. Falcons throw, and Sammy Naifa is beside himself. He just lost a great opportunity. There's Naifa back for Frias. Morello. Long ball inside, scooted underneath Abijo. Side of that final 2. Mefford. Morello. All the way to the byline, out of play, and a 6 for Hope. Give or take a minute left to go here as this one gets sent. Back in the midfield for Frias. Frias to the outside. Gasaldi Runs out of real estate, and for all intent and purpose, that should do it. They call Falcons corner. No, deep throw. Very deep throw. Frias trying to body through. Look at Jonathan Frias here. Frias turns, scores! "23 seconds. And the Falcons are going to walk off to a 3-1 scoreline. Hope is just going to go ahead and send this one long. Falcons have a back 5, almost 6, as Gooch sends it all the way back down the field. And that should just about put the wraps on it. Final whistle will come from the referees with a little bit of stoppage time in play. Mefford. And that'll do it. Final score 3-1. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening here on Fans Only Sports Network. We'll see you soon.